Hello everyone, welcome back to Everything Swift. Today we'll be doing a Leetcode question 283 titled Move Zeros. This question is essentially asking us, given a numbers array, which is an integer array, we are supposed to move all the zeros inside the array to the end of the array. And the constraint here is that we cannot make a copy of this nums integer array as is stated here, right? So the strategy we're going to take to solve this question is we will first find the zero number inside this array, and we'll proceed to iterate through the array to find a number that is not zero. Once we find the number that is not zero, we will swap the zero and the number that is not zero. So in this case, we first find, okay, the first index, the zero index number value is zero, and then we'll look through, and then we'll find, okay, so this number one is not zero. We will swap 0 and 1 position. So 1 will go at index 0, 0 will go at index 1. And we'll continue to do the same operation throughout the entire iteration. Alright, so let's get started coding. I'm just going to do a boundary check here. If the nums of count is less than or equals to 1, we can just exit because there's no computation required here. As you can see in this example, if the numbers of count is 1, there's no operation required, right? That is the solution. So this is just a performance gain kind of logic here. Okay, so as stated, we have to look through the entire array, so we'll just do that here. This is just a for loop, and what we'll do is we'll make a variable j here, and this variable j here is supposed to we'll perform another loop operation inside here to find the integer that is not zero. I'll go ahead and create a boolean variable here as well. Let's go through, and I'll show you how we're going to use this. So while j is less than nums of count, just so we don't exit and get index out of bound, so we're just doing the boundary check and should continue. Now we are supposed, in this while loop here, we are supposed to find a number that is not zero. So we can do that by checking if nums of j is not zero. So what we want to do here is we're going to swap, right? So swap at I and j. So I right now is the number 0, which I forget to check here. So let me just do that here. If it's 0, then we'll do this. Let's move this inside here. Okay, everything's all right. Back on track. Yeah. So once we have swapped this position here, which I is 0 and j is not, we swap it. Should continue, will be false, just to break out of this loop, this if block. And we cannot forget to increment the j variable here so that we continue traversing the entire array until we find a number that is not 0, and then we'll perform this operation. So that should be the solution here. I'll just go ahead and print out so that you guys can see the before and after of the swap. I'll just put here before and just print out here nums after and nums. So let's try and run this. There we go. It's accepted. So we can see here this is the original array 0, 1, 0, 3, 12, and then what happens is in the while loop we found that 1 is not 0, right? Go ahead and swap it. So 1 now is at index 0, 0 is at index 1, and we'll continue to perform the entire operation here, as we can see in this procedure, right? So okay, let's go ahead and submit this question. Hopefully we pass all the test cases, and let's try and submit this. There we go. That's the accepted solution here. As always, if you guys find this kind of videos helpful, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. I will be posting more Leetcode solution questions for now until I figure out what other ideas to expand this channel. But until then, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much.